weekend's gonna be. You know how the weekend's gonna be.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hi, Mario.
what's master?
Yeah, no, I had an operation. I'm in an operation today.
You?
Yeah,
What?
switch off the recording. Nice. Okay. Listen, I'm just thankful that I'm
Thank
around.
God.
Yeah, yeah. Thank God. Anyway,
Each one said odd.
yeah, but each I had hard, but I had from basically it's from myocarditis that I had last year from the shingles vaccine. So that was a problem, and then it caused a lot of havoc on the.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
he's still recording it. So
No, it's okay. No. No, I didn't know. I had it done. I had the shingles a few years ago.
no, but from the shingles vaccine, 1 in 1 million, some people get myocarditis, and 1 in 1 million people get it. So I
Hmm.
was the one.
Well,
Okay.
I hope you bought a lottery ticket.
Yeah, I know. I should have. Okay. But I
It's in
can't.
the picture.
I can't miss any Daf Yomi share. You know that.
We're on Lamed Ches 38. Ikedi Amri Mehosam Amerle. That Ravina, when he saw Marbar Avashi's tzitzis come off, he told him right away, V'amarle, my diet chalamishde, should I take off my garment so that we won't violate Shabbos? V'amar, maybe I don't have to take it off because Godel covered abriyo should doiches lo saisi shabatoira. The human dignity violates even a lo sase. So Tirgam Rav Bar Shaba Kamed Rav Kana Belav lo saser. It's not a lav min Torah. It's the lav lo toser. That means only rabbinic law. And Hachanami Carmelis, the area he was walking in was a Carmelis where it's only prohibited rabbinically, Drabonon. So therefore, the Kavod Abrius overrode the lav, and he could continue wearing it because it's only a lav Drabonon that he's violating to preserve his human dignity. New Perek Dalet, Atchelis. Atchelis ain't a makeves a salava. Tzitzis, you have to wear you pass 4 threads through every corner. And then you fold them over so it looks like 8. 8 strands. Now, according to Rashi and Tosfos, 2 of the threads were white, 2 are tchelis. There's another opinion where 3 are white and 1 is tchelis. And then there's another opinion where 3 are white and the last one is half white and half tchelis. I wear tchelis tzitzis, and we follow Rav Schechter, and it's 3 white strands and 1 blue strand. But the Mishnah is saying that if it's all white or all blue, it doesn't destroy the mitzvah. The tchelis doesn't ruin the lovin. V'lovin ein makev is a tchelis. In a similar vein, tefillah shel yad ein makev is a shel rosh. Wearing tefillin, you remakayim 2 mitzvahs: tefillin shel yad and tefillin shel rosh. And if a person, for example, only has 1 pair of tefillin, so you only put on tefillin shel rosh, and that's it. You put on what you have. If you put on 2 tefillin, you're makayim 2. But it's not like you need both tefillin to be makayim 1 mitzvah of tefillin. Each mitzvah stands on its own. And this for one does not makev the other. George 1, Lamed Ches, we started the new perek, Hatchelis. Leba masnisin deloy karebi. Let us say our Mishnah is not like Rebbe, the Tanya. Uriisam also, Balamet Shema Akvin zed divrei Rebbe. Rebbe holds you need both white and blue threads, and otherwise you're not Makayim. The Chachamim oimrim ein ma'akvin. My time of the Rebbe, diksiv hakanaf. When it says hakanaf psil tcheles min kanaf, it's got to be the same thread as the garment. Now, most garments at that time were linen, so that the tzitzis had to be linen. Uksiv psil tcheles, and the other one has to be a tcheles, has to be one dyed with tcheles. So you have to see both. You have to see both the white and the blue. And if you don't, then you're not makayim the mitzvah. It means either one. But if you see it all white, see it all blue, it's all good. Therefore, the Gemara wants to argue, Lema deloy Rebbe. Our Mishnah probably is not like Rebbe. Amir Marad, no. Afilu teme Rebbe lo nitzchel lekade. That you have to put the white threads first, the Tanya. Mitzvah lagdin lavan l'tcheles. Remember, we've talked about you have to thread 4 threads the hole in the garment. So the first 3 have to be the white, then the last 4, the 4th one has to be the blue. And if you were not magdim, it's okay, but shechisr mitzvah, you didn't do the mitzvah in the full manner. Machisr mitzvah, what does that mean? So what? You missed out the mitzvah of love and only when Mekayim Tfeilas? You need both according to Rebbe. He didn't do the mitzvah min amuvchar because you're supposed to put the white first. Eventually, he put them all in, so he missed that aspect of the mitzvah. My chisr mitzvah do love mitzvah min amuvchar. Hatinich love and dena makiv is tchelas. I understand that the tchelas doesn't need the white threads for the tchelas to be an important thing. Tchelas dena makiv is love and mayi. What do you mean that the tchelas, you don't need the tchelas for the love? Amr Rav Chama lo nitzrucha el letalis shekula tchelas. We'll see in a minute. The chiddush is a garment that's totally blue. Itmar nami amar le'levi lishma lo teisa v'karcha adam mfarshid le'olmil. Don't sit down until you explain the following to me. Hatchelas enem hakevs alav v'alav enem hakevs hatchelas. The blue string does not. You don't need the blue string. You don't need the white string. They're all. If you have them all blue, it's good. If you have them all white, it's good. Mahi lo nitzchel sadin b'tzitzis. The garment itself was made out of linen.
Did Korach ask a shaila like that? Didn't Korach say something about that? Did Korach
Say again?
something about that? Korach. Did Korach say something about Chaylet? Kulot Chaylet?
Korach said,
About the Chumash, about
a house full of sforim, does it need a mezuzah? And he asked, a garment that's kulot chelis, why would it need chelis to be paterit? So Korach asked that, but he did it he knew that there's a din that you need both.
Right.
Okay. So, lo nitzruch el sadin b'tzitzis. The mitzvah like doing love and bereisha. Since it's made out of a white garment thread, you have to use the white first. My time hakanaf min kanaf. When it says min hakanaf psil techeles, it means the first thread has to be the same garment that the baguette is worn. V'yaktim techeles love and leslan ba. And that's what we're saying. If you did put the tcheles in first, it doesn't invalidate the mitzvah of tzitzis. That's what it means that it's not ma'akev. Fine. Tirich love and ma'akev is not tcheles. Fine. The white did not ma'akev the tcheles. But tcheles dena ma'akev is love and ma'ihi. And here comes Amr Rabbi Chama lo nitzchel tal shekulu tcheles. Here the garment was made out of tcheles. And here, because of the min knaf, the first thread that goes through the hole has to be tcheles. The mitzvah lagdum et tcheles bereisha. Da kanaf min knas. V'yagdin lavan bereisha leslan ba. That's what we mean, that the lavan is not ma'akev. That if you, in that case, put the white thread first, it doesn't invalidate the mitzvah. Amar Rava, I don't understand. Midi tzivaka garim? Where do we see that it's the color of the beged that determines all this? The vast majority of garments are made out of garments that are not tchelas. So therefore, the halacha is you're supposed to put the love on first in all cases. So again, we're back to the question: what does it mean that the tchelas is not ma'akev the love? El amarava lo yinitzchal la gardumin. That means after you tied all your tzitzis knots, you braided it, and then it tore, and it left with just fragments of. Initially, you need to have 12 finger breadths, 12 etzbos, lengthwise. As long as you have lengthwise, even if it gets cut, it's not going to invalidate. If initially it started off with both tchelis and lava, and then the tchelis ended up being small, it'll still be kosher. And if the lavan, the white threads become minimal, and you're only left with chelas, less limba. It's okay. The tzitzis are still kosher. Amri b'nei Rav Chia, gardume tchelas ksherin, v'gardume ezav ksherin. Fragments of the tchelas with tzitzis remain kosher. Same thing if you have fragments of the hyssop when you make the paraduma. Kama shir gardumin. How much, when you just have a little fragment, how much does that have to be? You have to have enough to tie a knot. You have to tie it all, or just that little fragment? So teku. Boy Ravashi. These are really thick, so you can't tie them. But you estimate that if it was a thin thread, Yavi would be able to tie. Certainly, it's possible because you can, if they're thick, they're noticeable, you can see them. Umantag the Palagale de Rebbe. Who argues with Rebbe? Rebbe said that you need tchelis and lavan. If you don't have both, it's not kosher. Who is the Tana that argues with that? Hi Tana, who the Tanya? We have Yitzchak Omer Mishum Rav Nassim, Sha'omer Mishum Rav Yossi Aglili, Sha'omer Mishum Rav Yochanan ben Nuri. Ein lo tcheles matil lavan. If he has no tcheles, you can use 4 white threads, and the tzitzis is kosher. So that's clearly against Rebbe. Amar Rava. Shmami no tzarich likshar kol chuli v'chulya. So these are my tzitzis, right? So you have a knot, then the wind, then the knot, then the wind, the knot, the wind, the knot, the wind. You need a knot after each, braided area. If you say you don't have a knot, we say if you have fragments, it remains kosher. But kivan d'Israelei lo Yisraelei kula. If you didn't have a knot at the end of the braid, and it all would unravel. So you need to have a knot at each level in order to prevent complete unraveling. Okay. Stop here. Tomorrow, 3:00, God willing.
Okay. Honey.
Okay, shkoyach, Ernie.
Susie's at your house, Walter.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Happy Shabbos. Good Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Shabbos.